You can be disciplined at 9:30 a.m. You can feel focused, clear, committed. But by the second lost, by the unexpected reversal, by the moment price moves faster than you expected, willpower starts negotiating. I'll just give it a little more room. Just one more trade. It's still a good setup. That's the problem. Willpower is emotional. Structure is mechanical. Willpower bends under pressure. Structure doesn't care how you feel. And in trading, the one that survives is not the one who feels strong. It's the one who built something stronger than emotion. So far, we've covered nervous system awareness, emotional check-ins, and the 90-second rule. Now we move from emotional interruption to emotional prevention. Many traders hesitate at key moments. They see their setup, but fear interferes. What if it fails? They delay entry, miss the move, then chase it. The lack of predefined rules creates cognitive friction. Others move stop losses. They rationalize it might bounce, just a little more room. But that flexibility often becomes self-sabotage. Without clear exit rules, emotion negotiates with risks. Decision fatigue compounds the issue. Each choice drains cognitive energy. By mid-session, traders are mentally depleted. In that state, impulsive decisions increase. Ambiguity is stressful. When rules are unclear, the brain remains on alert. That stress amplifies emotional reactivity. You see, the prefrontal cortex governs executive function. It performs best when decisions are structured. Pre-decisions reduce cognitive load and preserve mental energy. Ambiguity activates the amygdala. Uncertainty increases perceived threat. If-then rules reduce uncertainty by creating clarity. Habits are encoded in the basal ganglia. When you repeatedly execute predefined rules, trading becomes less emotionally taxing. It becomes automated. Reducing decision fatigue preserves dopamine balance. When the brain is not constantly choosing, it maintains stability longer. Simply put, willpower sounds impressive until the market tests it. The truth is, most traders don't fail because they lack desire. They fail because desire collapses under pressure. When volatility rises, emotion gets louder. When emotion gets louder, internal negotiation begins. And once negotiation begins, discipline weakens. That's why we don't rely on willpower. We install structure. This is where if-then rules comes in. If-then rules remove debate. They eliminate emotional bargaining before it starts. Instead of asking, what should I do right now? You already know. The decision was made in a calm state. You're not improvising under stress. You're executing a pre-written plan. For example, if price closes below the 20 EMA, exit immediately. There is no, maybe it will bounce. No widening stops, no hoping. The condition was defined before the trade. The outcome was predetermined. This protects your downside and preserves psychological capital. A rule like this prevents small losses from turning into emotional spirals. If I experience 2 consecutive losses, stop trading for the day. This rule protects you from tilt. After 2 losses, chemistry shifts. Confidence wobbles. Urgency creeps in. Stopping the day is not quitting, it's containment. It prevents a manageable red day from becoming a damaging one. If emotional intensity exceeds 6, no new trades. This rule acknowledges biology. If your body is tense, your thinking is compromised. You don't negotiate with that. You step back. You regulate. You protect capital until clarity returns. These rules eliminate negotiation. You are not reacting to price. You are executing protocol. When you follow if-then rules, you stop chasing candles and start honoring structure. The chart no longer controls your nervous system, your plan does. You are not emotionally improvising. You are operating within a defined system. This is what professionals do. Professionals do not rely on mood. They rely on method. They do not debate with volatility. They execute predetermined responses. Their stability is not accidental. It is engineered.
Let me pause for a second. If you're serious about improving your trading, not just watching content, but actually transforming your execution, you need to understand something. Information does not change behavior. Training does. That's exactly why I created the Trading Under Control Emotional Regulation Workbook. This isn't a cute printable. It's not fluff. It's not even motivation. It's a structured performance manual that walks you step by step through emotional intensity tracking, the 90-second reset, if-then rule installation, body regulation drills, a complete daily execution protocol. If you've ever said, I know what to do, I just don't do it consistently, this workbook is your bridge. It forces honesty. It builds discipline. It turns awareness into execution. And here's the truth. Watching this video without practicing the exercises will not rewire your nervous system, but doing the work will. So if you're ready to stop reacting and start executing like a professional, click the link in the description and download the workbook. Install the structure, because consistency is not something you feel. It's something you build. I'll see you on the inside.
Structure is freedom. At first, rules feel limiting. They feel tight. They feel restricted. But over time, you realize something powerful. Rules remove anxiety. When you know exactly what to do, uncertainty decreases. And when uncertainty decreases, emotional pressure decreases. Rules are not restrictions. They are protections. They protect your capital. They protect your confidence. They protect your identity. Without rules, every trade feels personal. With rules, trades become procedural, and procedures are easier to repeat than emotional guesses. Protection allows confidence. Real confidence is not loud. It is quiet assurance built on boundaries. When you know your downside is controlled, you trade more calmly. When you know you will stop after 2 losses, fear loses power. When you know you will exit at the EMA without hesitation, your mind relaxes. These rules eliminate negotiation. Negotiation is where emotion wins. Just this once, maybe a little more room. It's different this time. Eliminate negotiation and you eliminate emotional sabotage. Over time, structure becomes internalized. What once felt forced becomes natural. You stop debating exits. You stop rationalizing oversized risks. You begin to trust yourself again, not because you predict perfectly, but because you execute consistently. And here's the deeper transformation. When you build structure in trading, you begin building structure in life. You become someone who sets boundaries, someone who honors limits, someone who protects their peace. Discipline in one area strengthens discipline everywhere. So do not resent your rules. Respect them. They are not confining you. They are refining you. And the trader who embraces structure is the trader who survives long enough to win. In episode 5, we go deeper into identity, how you interpret loss and success. Because even with rules, if your identity collapses after red days, execution will suffer. If you haven't mastered episodes 1 through 4, review them now. You're building something durable.